Hello everyone, I am the Mole Man and welcome back to Train Simulator. We're at a very laggy Clapham Junction watching a 455. Oh, there we go. There we go, that's a bit better. God, blimey. Clapham Junction. What a mess it is when it gets busy in Train Sim. But, what? Who cares? It's all good fun. So yes, we're at Clapham Junction, but we're not driving any of the trains that you see here. Oh no. We are driving a 66. That we are. Right, let's get set up. That's it. AWS. Right. Oh dear. Once we get out of Clapham, the frame rates will come back. But until then, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Instrument lights. Right, brakes. Release a little bit. I think we're cleared to go straight away. Looks like we are. Yeah, let's go then. Let's go. We are going to Camden Road today, and it's going to be very interesting. We are doing a very, very unique move that happened a couple months ago now, I think. Let's take a look, shall we? See what frame rate's like as we go back here. So yes, we're driving 66710, and we have got Pep Madness behind us. So let's just, whilst we deal with low frame rates, that's fine. Let's drop that so we can see what we're looking at. So we've got two barrier wagons that were built from the Class 508, part of the Arlington Fleet Group. It's the T7 translators, which are very, very nice. And in between them, we have 313121, which is the Network Rail ERTMS test unit, which spent quite a bit of time down on the south coast. There's a very interesting tale as to how this managed to happen. We'll get into that as we go along. As first things first, let's make sure we're not speeding. We are, lovely. Once we get out the way and we get into a bit more frame rate and less horribleness, we'll actually be underway and discuss what happened. And because it was a very interesting move. It was a very interesting move. Right, so we've got a yellow signal. We're entering the West London line, heading up to Willesden, then going across the North London line to Camden Road in this scenario today, which isn't too bad. It's not a bad little run. It's gonna take a little while because I see lots of low speed limits, and we probably don't have priority, but we'll see how things go. We've already got to wait for a train coming off the West London line, I think, given the fact that there's a speed, well, not a speed, a signal, red signal in front of us. It's probably protecting the West London line. So we'll just take it nice and slowly. Oh, we're going underneath the lines into Clapham. Oh dear. Come on, you got it. There we got it. Right. Oh dear. I can hear an Electrostar above us. That's fun. Somewhere up there. Right, where's the signal? It's directly in front of us. Got that. Yeah, I can see the red signal and just through the trees there. That's fine. That's fine. I like this. Scenarios like this are cool because you get to drive on these sections of routes that you never normally get to drive on. Like this connection is what trains like the East Croydon to Milton Keynes trains usually use. But it's not something we tend to see utilised in Train Simulator. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Let's crawl towards the signal, even though I'm pretty sure we're waiting for a train coming off from up there. So I'll have to have a stop anyway. But still, practice is practice. We crawl towards the signal until the last minute. I'll call it there. So yeah, let's take a look at its consist in a bit more detail whilst we're waiting, and let's get a screenshot. I think so. How about that? Yeah, it's very nice. So yeah, for some reasons that I can't quite recall, 313121 was doing stuff on the south coast for quite a while, and then it was time to head back north. It was time to take it back north. I think back to, is it Hornsey? It's going to. Yeah, it's going to Hornsey or something. There's the train. Very nice. The first time it tried to go back, it failed. It didn't get that far north. The second time, they got as far as where the wires start at Shepherd's Bush or something, and they realised the pantograph didn't work, so they sent it back to Brighton. And then, third time lucky, they got a 66, 2 translator barriers, and just dragged it up. But even that didn't go quite to plan. We can go. We can go. Because this happened sort of early lockdown, so there wasn't really... no one could go out and spot it, really. So we were just watching it on the live track diagrams and the live rail cams and stuff, just to see what it was doing. And I was live tracking it because it's just such a rare move. It was really cool. So we were seeing what was going on with it, and it was supposed to do this. So go up to Camden Road, join the East Coast main line, then the Hertford Loop, then go towards Royston because there's a turnaround loop not far beyond Royston, or close to that sort of area anyway. Run around the train and head back south into Hornsey Depot. It's the only way you can get to Hornsey Depot from that side. You have to go up, turn around and go back down. But interestingly enough, for some reason the signal wasn't set right, the points were set wrong, and instead of going towards Royston and Cambridge, the train kept going and went all the way to Peterborough. It accidentally... this 66 accidentally dragged the 313121 all the way to Peterborough, where it had to run around, then go all the way south via the Hertford Loop again and into the depot, which is it's just a ridiculous move. And oh, hello, Freightliner, very nice. It's just a ridiculous move, and I would love to see like the whole thing done in Train Sim. Like having this scenario, this section's nice. I'm not going to make this 20, but I'm going to try and get down. Like, having this section is nice, the sort of West London line bit, but doing the whole thing from Selhurst up to Camden Road, and then along the East Coast Main Line, the Hertford Loop, up to Peterborough, turn around, back all the way down, it takes hours and hours and hours. But I would adore that as a full scenario that takes hours. Because it was just hilarious on real-time trains and Traxi and stuff. We were, tracking the train just to see where it was going, and all of a sudden it vanished and it stopped reporting. It was like, what the hell's happened? Oh no, it's gone the wrong way. So that was a fantastic move to see, and yeah, it's nice to be able to drive it because couldn't go and spot it. We're all in lockdown, but it was nice to see it. This route's just screenshot heaven. Look at this. I do love the West London line. Going to take us a bit of time to go through it today because we're on freight speed limits, but it should be fine. Heading up to Camden Road. Go through Imperial Wharf. Watch train fly past in a sec, once we're up to speed. But yeah, it's just such a cool move. That's it. Gradually building our speed now. And these translator wagons, I'm so glad that we have these in Train Sim now. Available on Alan Thompson Sim. They are beautiful things, they really are. Because they are built from Class 508s. The Arlington Fleet Group took a 508, 2 of the end vehicles, and converted them for translator use. So they have been used on 317 drags, on 465 drags. Anything that uses a tight lock coupler that needs to couple to a locomotive, if it's done by GBRF, if it's hauled by GBRF, it usually uses something like this. Set T7. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And it's just so good to have, because a lot of the 465 drags went via and 466 drags went via the Medway Valley line, which is very cool. So that'll be something for one day, I reckon. It will be indeed. Oh look, got underground. That's cool. It did say the S-Lock was a requirement for this scenario, and there it is. It's very nice. do like the S stock. Not perfect, and neither's the Metropolitan line. I'll drive it one day, but I'm having to do some changes to it, which is good fun. Just my own personal thing. You'll find out when I do a video on it one day. Right, that's about 50 miles an hour. Just idled it off there. It's good, this. Just racing along the West London line. I imagine things will come to a crawl because I can picture it now. When we get to Willesden, we'll be stuck behind a Stratford train. I can see that happening. Like coming in from Richmond or something. That would not surprise me in the slightest, but we'll see how things go. We shall see how things go. Kensington Olympia. I've seen a few trains through here in the past. Although, in typical London Overground fashion, we came here once to spot a train that was going to go through the centre road like this. Let's get up to speed. Oh, the signal. Oh, we got green. Yeah, it's all good. A 378 stopped in the platform. It didn't leave. It continued to not leave, and continually not left. And then nothing moved for hours, and disruption, mayhem, because apparently someone had set fire to something further up the line here. So they had to shut everything whilst they made sure that it was still safe to run trains past it. What fun that was. What fun. Oh well. Get ourselves up to 60 miles an hour. It's probably the fastest we'll end up going today. North London line's a lot slower than this. Let's approach Shepherd's Bush. 378, very nice. It's missing its 5th coach. Oh well. I do hope we see a 710 in Train Sim one day. Like electrified Goblin, 710. That'd be very nice. Because they are going to run, there's 5-car variants of the 710 that will run on the North London and West London lines, which would be very nice. So we've got the climb to Willesden now. And it shouldn't be too long until the overheads start. Right, let's drop the power. We might be able to coast down to 30 on this uphill, we'll see. And the start of the wires, here we are. As the third rail will drop off shortly. See, 378s, they can change their power mode on the move, I believe. But the 377s that go through here, they can't. So if you're on a East Croydon to Milton Keynes service, or vice versa, and you get to this sort of area, the trains have to stop so they can lower the shoes or raise the panto. Because essentially, in a 377, their software is designed in such a way that when you switch modes, you've got to restart everything, including putting the destination code in again and stuff. It's very long-winded. They're not designed to do that sort of thing on a regular basis. Come on, game. Stop loading Willesden. There we go. See, it's a lovely spring afternoon. No leaves anywhere. That's fine. Alright. Bit of power. It's got a 20 approaching though, so got to be careful of that. And then it's just a case of weaving our way around Willesden and getting onto the North London line, which should be over there somewhere at the moment, because they sort of converge together. Because there's all sorts of connections here. Like, from here we can get to the West Coast Main Line, the Great Western Main Line, North London Line. From North London Line we can get to the Great Eastern Main Line, the East Coast Main Line. If you reverse at one of the stations on the Goblin, you can even get on the Midland Main Line. Yeah, see down there, that's the Great Western Main Line. I just love all the connections. Like this is that's North Pole Depot. So the Eurostars used to take this route to get to North Pole Depot over there. If we go over here and then keep going round, we can join at Acton. I love those sorts of connections, and I do wish that one day there was a way of having an entirely seamless network where you just plug bits in, because then the obscure freight moves that you get that do make use of those particular connections, you could drive them in their entirety, and that'd be very cool. Double 1 in 97. Don't want speed, but we need some power to get us up here. Look outside. Oh, laggy. That's fine. We're going to watch the train go past. From here. Why not? Yeah, it works. 15 limit approaching as well. That's good fun. I love a 66 horn. Look at that. Detailing on those coaches is great. Why are we stopping? Ah! Visual alarms active, AWS. God damn it! What a miss. What a miss. How do I reset this thing? Reset the emergency brake. Come on. Ah. Throttle off. Come on. No, don't take that out. Put it back in. That's what I get for getting a nice line side shot, I guess. Can I release the brakes, please? I'll be back when I've figured this out. Right. We're on the move again. That took far too long to figure out. We're now going to be massively late. But then again, the real thing was as well, because it went via Peterborough, so who really cares? That's it. Right, let's make sure we're not speeding. Let's try and stick it at 15. Go on, go past train. God damn it. Still, it's professionalism for you. Get nothing else here. I'm surprised we've got priority over you, unless you're a West London line service. Oh, thank goodness you are. I would hate for that to have actually been a red signal and we just get sideswiped by you. That wouldn't be good. Well, better late than never. Welcome to Willesden Junction. Dear oh dear. Willesden Depot down there. Let's get a bit of speed back on us. It's the West Coast Main Line. Very nice. See Wembley Stadium in the background over there. Willesden Junction low level. We take the high level. That's it. Alright, don't look at your watch, mate. I'm not that late. It just took me a few minutes to reset the brakes is all. Who cares? Who cares? Actually, we can go up to 20 now. Do it! Go, 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 go! 5.6 miles to go until Camden Road. Come on, train. Let's get going. That's what I want to hear. There we go. It's 20 miles an hour. That'll do. I do love a 66. And the GBRF livery as well is just very nice. I mean, they've got so many different kinds of liveries at this point, because you've got large logo, you've got Biffa, it's, you know, it's mad. NWT's one of them as well. It's very nice. Up to 35. % throttle, let's do it. Nice. And power off. Don't want to go sailing through 35, which we're going to anyway. There we go. Might as well take it to 40 at this point. 5 miles to go. Considering we were late, anything that was in front of us isn't in front of us anymore. So that's good. We probably won't catch up to anything. It should give us just a clear run. Accidental clear run. But if anyone ever does do a full version of this, like Selhurst to Hornsey via Hertford Loop and Peterborough, I will drive the hell out of that. It will take like 5 hours or something, but I will drive the hell out of that. Because you can do it in literally just a couple of routes. Which is pretty cool. You've got the Hertford Loop on Alan Thompson sim. You've got the merges, Danny's merges on the workshop, which merges South London network to the Goblin line. So that means you can do Selhurst all the way up to Camden Road, which is cool. So yes, doing the whole thing will be cool one day. And hopefully I won't screw up as much. I'll only screw up as much as the real thing's screwed up. I think that's the benefit there. You know, it won't be my fault. It's been ages since I've driven on the North London line. Such a long time. Good to be back. Ah, the birds chirping. Lovely. Classic. It's amazing how much this route has changed since it's been made. Like, if I remember correctly, Bronsby Park looks nothing like this anymore. Like, the station itself is alright, but the surrounding scenery, like, buildings have been built up either side of some of these stations now. Very nice. It doesn't get much better than a pep. Oh, nice action. Very nice. That's some proper timing right there. Just leaving our train off. I don't really care about that. I'm just enjoying the action right now. Perfect. Right, let's join our train again. That was good. That was a good time and I enjoyed that. Ding. Very nice. Where are we now? Bronsbury. That makes sense. Gonna pass under the is it the Chiltern Main Line, the Metropolitan Line and the Jubilee Line? I think all share this bridge if I remember correctly. So that's kinda cool. Which means we're approaching West Hampstead. Take it easy. We've got 35 coming up. 35. There we go. So this station looks nothing like how it does anymore. They've completely rebuilt the entrance to West Hampstead Station. Right, power back up. Going over the Midland Main Line, which is what we were driving on last time, the 170. It's very cool. Oh, what do you want? Double yellow. How have we caught up to something? I was like massively late. Oh well. It's it's in the tunnel right now or something. That's fine. Double yellow, single yellow, red is in the tunnel. Yeah, we're good. We might still catch up to it, but that's not too bad. We'll just coast. Into the tunnel we go. Oh, it's an echoey tunnel. That's what we're talking about right there. Oh, it lagged and ruined it. Very nice. I did push B twice then, it didn't play it twice, oh well. We're still doing good, another 378 up there as well. We can add a bit of power. I guess the train stopping is still slower than us screwing up. I say us, because you're all involved as well. You're here. It's not just me. Come on. Power up. It's gone to double yellow. That 20 limit is where Gospel Oak is, I believe. Wanting me the 35. Yeah, we'll stick to 35. Especially if we've got a downhill coming up. I love this section. Like a tunnel, but not a tunnel. It's cool. Lagging our way through. Wonderful. Is it Hampstead Heath? I think so. Alright, let's put a bit of braking on. Going downhill towards the red. That's never good. Must have caught up to a 378 at Gospel Oak. A lot more brake force. A bit less. We got this. That's fine. Just sort of gradually ease our way towards it. Because it's also going to stop at Kentish Town West, which is great. And Camden Road. So we'll have to wait for the platform to be clear there before we can stop there. Can go. It's 20 miles an hour. Going downhill, so I'll take a power off now. Because we're going to coast towards 20. Bit of brake. Not a lot. Just a smidge, just to keep us from rolling straight through 20. Also, if we go a bit slower, we increase the chances of the signal in front of us changing before we get to it. If we're constantly going full speed stop, then it's just pointless. Just coast slower. We'll match the average speed of the train ahead of us. Oh yes, this is set modern times, so we've got the electrified Goblin in front of us. It's very nice. Which is a workshop route if you're not aware. You can get an electrified Goblin. Platforms capable of taking 4-car trains. Obviously we only have the 378, but the 378 in 4-car formation did in fact run on the line for a short while whilst the 710s were still being eased into service. So that's kind of cool. So whilst not entirely appropriate for the date this scenario is set, what you just saw in that platform did actually happen. There were 378s running on the line. Right, it's got a single yellow, that's all good. Train's currently at Kentish Town West. Just sort of holding our speed quite nicely at the moment. 378. Very frequent service on this section of the North London line. It splits after Willesden because every other train goes towards Clapham or Richmond, but here you get the lot. It's kind of cool. Still got a red there. See the BT tower in the distance? Right. Get ourselves down below 10. Can we see the train? No. Maybe. I just saw a smidge of yellow. It's not far off. It's probably just leaving the station. I don't know if you can see that. There he is. Just on the edge there. There he goes. Nice. Last mile is just going to be a crawl into Camden Road. Then we'll be done for today. We'll leave another driver to mess up the rest of the scenario. I can't believe that actually happened. Because, you know, mistakes happen. This is a train just being sent the complete wrong direction. It's good fun. Because sending it to Peterborough added at least an hour and a half, if maybe even more to its original planned journey time. And problems like that, you can seriously start getting into some real problems. So you imagine a driver's got allotted hours which he's allowed to drive in. So if you suddenly send a train in a different direction, it's going to add 2 hours, 3 hours to his journey. All of a sudden then you could have a driver that's going to go off his hours, and then the train can't move until you've got another driver for it. So you can imagine the chaos that would lead to. So yeah, it's very important that this stuff goes well, and sometimes it doesn't, and it didn't that time. But it all worked out. 313121 to get back to Hornsey Depot, which is all good. Let's crawl through here. Still going downhill, so I want to be careful we don't crawl too quickly towards the signals in front of us. It's amazing sort of the mess of lines that are around here. Like as we curve round, the line from Primrose Hill and the West Coast Main Line will join us, which is pretty cool. And then, because from Camden Road, you can then branch off. Theoretically, you can get onto HS1. You can also get onto the East Coast Main Line. It's cool. Then if you take the Gospel Oak branch, you can also get onto the East Coast Main Line at Haringey. Still got a red signal there. No problem. Just about to see the Shard in the distance as well. That's terrifyingly tall. That is the Shard. If you've ever got on a train to London Bridge, just look out the window. All you can see when you look up is just a building. It's terrifying. Fascinating, terrifying. And let's bring it to a stop. What? Second I stop. Signal change. No? Okay. That's the worst thing. Always happens. I'd say always. It hasn't here, but you know what I mean. Sod's Law and all that. Can we see? Yeah, there he is. Get a move on, mate. Guy running for the train. Can see him behind the fence. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Is he going to... My engine's revving down. Okay. I think he made it. Looks like he made it. Just got to wait for him to leave now, and then we'll be on our way. Let's watch the cranes doing their job. Lovely. Come on, man. Some of us have got wrong places to be. Sitting here listening to the shed just idling in the background. Well, whilst we're here, we might as well take a screenshot, you know. I'm not one for a wasted opportunity, I don't know about you. Very nice. How are we doing? He's still there. What is he doing? Come on, mate. He's apparently going to Wilson Junction. I doubt that. Come on, you're holding us all up here. What are you waiting for? Well, that's not a good start, is it? You got a red signal. So what's in front of you then? Doors. Oh no, it's got a green. Okay, go. Right, he's off. Good. We will be on our way then. Let's release some of the brakes. There we go. And off we go. Accelerating gradually. Go to Camden Road, where someone else will take on the train, because this is as far as this scenario goes today. That'll do. So there's a Primrose Hill line, as I was talking about, so that connects up to the West Coast Main Line, which is kind of cool. Everything in this sort of area is just all connected. It does annoy me. When I see on real-time trains, I see a freight move. It's like, oh, I really, really, really want to drive that, and then realise it goes by Primrose Hill and not Gospel Oak, and it's like, oh, god damn it. Never mind. AWS, what do you want? Oh well. Here we are. Road of Camden. Stop here. And that'll be as far as we take this train for today. Stop at the end of the platform, please. Come on. Have standards. Or at least close enough. Stop here so I can take a decent screenshot to finish it off. Quick screenshot. Here we are. Camden Road's quite a decent shot, really, in reality. It's not too bad. Ta-da. We made it. We made it to Camden Road. We had a slight hiccup on the way, but generally speaking, that didn't go too bad. So yes, Arlington Fleet Group T7 translators, fantastic. 313121 is lovely. And 66 getting us here, and me, who's been driving it and ruining it and whatever. When we have a clear road onto the East Coast Main Line, we'll be on the move again. Well done. I did it! Yay! I hope someone makes more parts to this scenario. It would be nice to actually complete the run. But that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next video.